I think we're live. I'm Andrew Larder from marketingsharks.com. This is my Ko-fi coffee page, however you pronounce it. Don't worry about buying me a coffee. I don't know if a buck will actually get me any coffee or get you any coffee where you are. This is much more about a spot for brand new, just released, usually today, sometimes coming up tomorrow. So that kind of hot, fresh internet marketing, online business opportunities, tips, tricks, sites, and also software, plugins, themes, PLR offers, some kind of bundle offers of things, whatever comes up that's going to help you out in your internet marketing business. I've been doing this a long time, and I can remember making the yellow punch cards that you put into the IBM computer. So we've come a long ways since then, and that's in the early 80s. So, and I can also remember the very first TRS-80 Radio Shack, where the drive was a cassette tape. That was the medium. That was your thumb drive was a cassette tape, and it could hold 60K, something like that, maybe not even. And you had to rewind and fast forward, and it was crazy. They've come a long way since then. Things are way easier to create things, to come up with things, but there's also lots more competition. And one of the things you want to keep in mind is that I'm going to say a million. I'm under exaggerating to say there's a million people in Vietnam, in Thailand, in the Philippines, in Russia, in everywhere that needs to make money. And that includes North America as well, that are competing with you. So if it's as easy as popping up a link, they can pop up a link, and they can pop up 50 links because they can have guys working for $1 an hour, the whole field of them. So you need to use your brain. That's your advantage over the horde of low-cost workers, is you can come up with things that actually have, I'm going to describe it as a barrier to entry. And an artificial barrier to entry would be something new, great symbol, money, love, speed, great slogan or whatever. And so what that means is something comes out today. Let's use a site, a software that posts and does SEO and creates links back to your site. We'll use that as an example. So when they put the ad up for it, they're like, hey, we're making $1,000 a day with this, but there's only one guy doing it. So now they sell 500 copies, plus or minus. It could be 1,000, could be 200, and see how it goes. But now there's a ton of people doing the same thing. So you can only have 8 or 10 guys on the first page of Google. So even if it was the magic thing of all magic things, now there's 500 guys competing to get on that 8 to 10 first page of Google. So it only works. My whole point is when these things come out, you need to get on them, grab them, do them, take advantage of it. Because as more and more people buy the product, or jump into the marketplace, or go, hey, Kindle books is a good idea, they just send you checks. So when it starts out, it's brilliant. When it gets a little ways in, it's like, it's not making me as much money. Once it gets saturated, you're like, there's got to be a better way of doing this. And so again, think barrier to entry. And what I mean by that is, I'll use that exact example, that if you're not selling stuff on Kindle, to use the books as an example, making a lot of things with printables and stuff like that. Now imagine making your own website. Now you're not fighting with all the other guys on Kindle who are doing, jigsaw puzzle or whatever they're doing. You're on your own site, you're number one. And then imagine going to Etsy, Teachers Pay Teachers, there's a whole bunch of other sites. And now you've taken your work of creating one product and spread it out. Now the horde of people that are following, that are just on Kindle, they're coming behind you. They're going to hear about these other sites. But if you get there first, you start making money and you start reaping the benefits of being the first mover advantage. You're the first guy doing it. And you don't have to be the first guy, but you have to be in the first 50 guys or first 100 guys, and maybe the active. The other part that I like is massive action. And so what that means is if you make one Kindle book, sit back and go, I'm an author. How come I'm not making millions? Well, maybe what you need to make is actually get some software. If you're making low caliber kind of printable kind of books, low content, those kind of books, then one book's not going to make you $1 million. You're going to need to maybe make 1,000 books. and find the software that cranks these books out, and spend a lot of time creating with your mind going, oh, I'm going to make books about nature, and I'm going to make books about dinosaurs. I'm going to make books about, so you can picture, you start doing different categories and really expand. So the guy who's following behind you is left behind in the dust because you're moving fast, you're doing a lot of action, and you're getting some results. So the whole point of this site right here, as well as my site at marketingsharks.com, you can see it on the screen, is to show you what's out today, right now, what just got released. And I do video reviews on this channel, if you can find it from where you are, or you go to Marketing Sharks, scroll through a few of the reviews. I usually put the video reviews back into the post eventually, and then you'll find the videos, you'll find the channel, and you can subscribe to the channel. You can get through WordPress, you can get the notification of new posts on Marketing Sharks, and you can go to this coffee site, which is right here. And I'm posting the ones that I find the most interesting, the ones that are like, hey, that's a cool idea. Hey, you can make money with that. And so right when they come out is the time to jump on it. If you're seeing it a month later, wait. Probably too late. You've missed that big boom of getting in at the beginning and taking advantage of it being new, low competition, nobody knows about it. What a great idea. Well, now you put 1,000 people in behind you, in front of you now, because you're a month behind. You put 1,000 people in front of you. Maybe only 100 of them really take action, but those guys are all in front of you. And again, there's only 8 to 10 spots in a Google listing. If you're on page 10, you might as well be on page 1 million, because nobody's going there. And nobody's really going to page 2. The numbers are like 1 or 2 or 3%. It's very low. It's all on page 1. And about 40% of it is the first listing. So that doesn't tell you, keep shooting for something new, keep shooting for your own niche. If everybody's promoting a PLR product that's called, what did I do here? Home Fitness PLR. There'll be one like that. And if you title it Home Fitness PLR and you're competing with another 1,000 people, this is an affiliate promotion, Home Fitness PLR, you're going to be way down the list. But what if you made it, and I'm talking about now, buying the PLR, relabeling it, retitling it, putting the graphics and stuff, and now you change it. It's workout at home. So now when people search for workout at home, you're number one, because there is nobody else. It's your product. And that's a good example of moving away all the people that are the low, I hate to say foreign, because they can be low income, low money competitors all over the world. Everybody's competing with you. And what you need to do is to make your own niche, your own thing. And that's what this is all about. Hot new products, show you what's there, grab what you like, and get that first mover advantage and get ahead of the pack, the crowd, and then do some massive action to take advantage of your first mover advantage of being in there first. And then honestly, you've got to be flexible to go, hey, that's not making me money anymore. That's not bringing in traffic anymore. I see a lot of competition in this field, but look at this new thing over here. And so the new things are where the opportunity is. And going back in after the same thing that everybody else is doing is just banging your head against the wall, making it hard for you. It's an easy road to go into a new field and dominate, rather than go in and fight against everybody else who's already in there. So check this out. I've rambled on for way too long, but I wanted to say, hot new opportunities right here. Come check it out. There you go. I'm Andrew Larder from marketingsharks.com. I'm going to stop talking now.